Ivana here from Made of Fashion, and I'm standing here with Ec0-Stylist Faye Lanty. How are you this evening?
I'm very well. What a beautiful evening.
It's such a stunning night.
It's nice and cold too, which I love.
A little bit chilly. I'm
Yes.
definitely fighting for
You
the
need a little
heaters.
coat.
I definitely do. So I've just met Faye, and she's such a beautiful soul. And I'd love to find out what you're wearing this evening.
So I rented my outfit from Glam Corner. So renting is a great way to be sustainable and try on new things and not have to spend a bunch of money.
Absolutely.
So yeah, this is a little pantsuit that I rented from them, a belt that I had, and these are my wedding shoes that I have
Amazing.
worn time and time again. So
Good for you, because most women only wear them once.
Exactly. So I made a good investment, and they're divine. I love them.
Amazing. And what's your connection with Donnie? How long have you known him for?
I have known Donnie for a very long time. So when he was back in the day when he was making hats, I was going to a race day and he was working with a PR company, and they said to me, "Oh, you should meet Donnie. He makes hats. He's amazing." So I met him and we spoke on the phone first, and he said, "Tell me about yourself." And I described myself, and he said, "Okay, I'm going to make you a hat based on what you've said." And when I went to his house to pick it up, it was legit me in a hat. It was just beautiful, and
How
I was really
awesome.
touched. I was really touched that he had heard me and he really got it. And it was just gorgeous. And so what should have been a quick meeting ended up being a 3-hour lunch and coffee and chats and talking about, manifesting and
Amazing.
and he's just been like a dear friend ever since.
He's a beautiful soul. I've
He
had
is.
the pleasure of meeting him at Fashion Week this year.
Yeah.
And I'm honoured to be here this evening.
Me too.
And I'm absolutely so impressed with the food, the drinks,
I know.
and the
How's
whole
the
atmosphere.
spread?
It's incredible.
Like seriously.
The Italian theme is
yeah.
definitely
All about it.
on
all
point
about it.
tonight. And
Yes.
so what's your favourite thing about Italy?
So last year, my husband and I went on our honeymoon, and we wanted to go somewhere in Italy, but we didn't know where. Turns out the lady that did my nails for the wedding was from Puglia, which is in southern Italy.
It is.
I'd never even heard of it.
Uh-huh.
And when I Googled it, it was just like another world. So beautiful. And we went there and we stayed in a masseria, which means farm stay.
Yep.
So we stayed on an olive farm, and it
Wow.
was just like the quintessential rural Italy
What
experience.
an experience. Wow.
Like the goat's cheese we ate, the goats in the paddock had made for us.
Amazing.
And it was just, really special place in my heart.
Amazing.
And
That's
the
incredible.
pasta, hello.
The pasta's amazing. I had an
Yes.
experience of making handmade pasta in Tuscany last year.
Wow.
And so, because I'm Italian,
Ah.
although I did learn from my grandmother, I did learn the Tuscan way last year, so that was awesome.
So I learned how to say, when I was eating too much pasta, I learned that I could say molto molto grosso.
Good, nice.
Yeah. Too full, a little bit fat.
Amazing, I love that. That's cool. And so we're here supporting 2 incredible charities this evening. Are
Yeah.
You Okay?
Yeah.
And Breast Cancer for the McGrath Foundation.
Yeah.
So have you had anyone close to you experience any of those
I
unfortunate
have.
illnesses?
Yeah. My mum actually had a few scares and found some lumps, but thankfully she was okay. And then in terms of suicide, yes, unfortunately, I have had that experience with some people close to me as well. So it's just crazy that we can let our minds, take over like that and
Absolutely.
feel so lost and confused, and
Yep.
just really breaks my heart to think about that. So
And of course, with social media, I always find it, difficult to just, keep myself from comparing of what
the
I'm.
highlight reel.
Absolutely, it's exactly that, the highlight reel. And so I'd love to know what, any tips and tricks that you have to keep a clear mind.
You're so right with the social media thing, and I definitely fell privy to that last year. I got to this point where I'm like, I'm trying to compete, I'm judging myself on other people. I'm like, what is all of this? So I just stopped for a while. But I think what really helps me is meditation
Okay.
and Bikram yoga. So I work really hard. My job is fantastic, but it's very, there's a lot to do, which I love.
Yes.
But Bikram is a time where I don't have to think about anything except postures and surviving the crazy heat in the room and
Being in the now.
and breathing and being in the now. And it's just such a good distraction from all the digital BS that's really not real life. So those 2 things, and also my gorgeous husband, who is such an earth child, and he just grounds me. He's an islander, so he's like, babe, does all this really matter? Like,
No, it
peace,
doesn't.
man.
I've
And
just
I'm
had
like,
the pleasure of meeting
okay.
him. He's amazing.
He's cool, right?
Very cool.
So yeah, so those 3 things I think is just, taking time out and just being with the ones that you love and just putting the technology away.
Absolutely.
Putting a timer on it too, that's
Yep.
really helped me. So if I'm on social media for too long, you get that reminder, hey, you've been on for an hour.
Get off.
Yeah.
I've got the 2-hour time limit on my phone.
It's
too.
good, right?
It
And you feel
is.
really accomplished when you don't get that
Absolutely.
alert. You're like, yes, I've done it.
Absolutely. I just want to say congratulations with the work that you do with Salvos, because you're a
Ah,
Salvos
thank you.
ambassador.
Yeah.
It's beautiful work that you do, and
you.
obviously giving back to the community.
Yeah.
So thank you, and thank you for your
Aw,
honest insight and
thank
your
you.
interview this evening.
You're a great interviewer.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a
Thank you
gorgeous
so
girl.
much. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Mwah.